Today we are going to discuss about how to use F strings in Python. So this F strings, it is introduced in Python 3.6 onwards. So before 3.6, what is the options for strings? We'll see first. So F strings means F means formatted strings. So F strings were introduced in Python 3.6 to make string formatting easier and more readable. So before Python 3.6, we had to use the format method. So dot format method we used. So to specify a string as an F string, simply put an F in front of the string literal. So that means, so here, so if this is our hard-coded string, so string width is the our hard-coded string, and this is the expression. So expression we need to keep under placeholder. So placeholder means the starting and ending with curly braces. So inside curly braces, that means in placeholder, so we can keep either expression or variable. So this is the F string. It is started with, if we can write it either small f or capital F, and after that starting and ending with double quotes. So inside double quotes, so first we need to write, if we have anything hard-coded text, so we need to write here hard-coded text, then we have to use this placeholder. So this placeholder, it is curly braces which contain variables or expressions to be embedded in strings. And this F means the F prefix indicates F string. So this is F string and double quotes contain the content. So this is the syntax for F string. So now we'll come back our F string. So F strings allows to directly insert variables and expressions inside a string using curly brackets. So what we saw just now, image that one. So F strings are faster than two most commonly used string formatting mechanisms. So which are percent formatting and string format. So that we'll see with examples here. So what is percent formatting and dot format? So whenever we write F string, so we have to make sure that the quotes enclosing the F string do not conflict with quotes used inside your internal expression. So that means, suppose if this is my F string, suppose I'll take here, suppose this is my F string, let me come back. So, yeah, so this is my F string. Suppose in between, if you are getting any single quote or something, so that you need to make sure, because while writing F string, so the starting and ending with double quote. So if you are getting any quotes here, so you have to make sure you should not again repeat double quote. You should be single quote. So that is the meaning of this one. So now we'll see what is the earlier methods we used to follow for string formatting. Since F string is introduced in 3.6, Python 3.6, so we'll see what are the methods are used before Python 3.6. So one method is modern F string approach method. So second one is a dot format, and third one is concatenation, and fourth one is percent operator, and later F strings came. So F means formatted strings. So in this notebook, among F strings, we'll see how to handle random and how to use functions here. So first I will go through with the basic example. So in old methods, how we used to follow is, so we'll define variables here. So here there are two variables. One is name and designation and experience age. So total four variables I defined here, two string and two integers. So this is my input variables. So first we are going to discuss with method one. So that is modern F-string approach. So in modern F-string approach, what we used to do is, suppose if you're writing print and inside that we'll write double quote. So within double quote, first we'll write our hard-coded text here. Suppose this is my hard-coded text. My name is the hard-coded text. So it is enclosed with double quotes. And after that, I'm passing my variable. So between hard-coded text and variable, I'm passing comma here. And after that, I'm getting again hard-coded text that is within double quotes. So between this variable and this hard-coded text, comma. And again here, after hard-coded text, variable is coming, again comma, in between this comma. So between, that means everywhere between hard-coded text and variable, we used to use comma. So that is modern F-string approach. So if you see everywhere, this is variable experience. After that, comma is there, and after that, hard-coded text is there, and again comma and variable is there. So if you print this one, what will get? First, we'll get hard-coded value. That is my name is. So up to here, this is hard-coded value. Then this variable, it will print. Here, what is the name? So name I defined as Suresh. So that I will get here variable. And after that, what is my hard-coded text is, and my designation is. So I'm getting this one. My designation is. And after that, I have variable. So what is that variable? Designation. So that is Azure Data Engineer. So after my designation is, I am getting variable as Azure Data Engineer. Next, I have hard-coded text. So that is with. And after that, I have variable experience. So experience I passed as 3. So Azure Data Engineer with 3. So this experience variable is 3. And again, I have hard-coded text is years of experience and age of. So 3 years of experience and age of. And later I defined age. So what is age? 40. So like this, we need to define in older methods. But here, what is the difficulty is, so we need to pass the hard-coded text within double quotes and commas, everything we need to maintain properly. Suppose if you miss one comma, suppose if you miss by mistake one comma, and it will throw you error. And you need to debug for this. So where it went wrong. So that is the difficulty with this method. So number of times you need to use double quotes. So that means wherever you are writing hard-coded text, so all the places you need to use double quotes, and wherever you are using variable, so you need to pass comma in between. Okay, so this is modern F-string approach. So how we need to write and what is the difficulty here? So here debugging is difficult and manual process is more like writing the code, it will take time and we need to write with care. And method 2 is using dot format method. So this method allows inserting values into placeholders inside a string. So placeholder means this one, curly braces. So inside a string. So in this method, if you compare with previous method, so same text I'm uh, taking here as example, but dot format method, the difference is, so starting and ending. So starting and ending of this text, we need to pass double quote. So here, see here, only under starting and ending, we have double quote. And in between, hard-coded value is there. And here I passed variable, right, name. So here that name, instead of name, I am passing as placeholder. So that is with 0. So first I'm passing curly braces, then inside is 0. So 0 means that is index number. So next, and my designation is, so that is a hard coded value. And after that, whatever we have this designation variable. So instead of that, I'm passing placeholder. So here placeholder is 1. So I'm starting with a 0, then 1. So next here what I have, width. So my hard-coded value is width. So that is this one. And after width, I have this experience variable. So that variable I'm passing as placeholder. So now 0, 1, and here 2 will come. And next hard-coded values, years of experience and age of. So that is this one. And again, I have variable age. So instead of variable age, I'm passing placeholder and my number is 3. So I started with 0 and I'm giving continuous sequence. So 0, 1, 2, 3. And so since it is a dot format method, I need to use after this double quote, I need to use dot format. So this is our method. And inside format, I need to pass these variables. So how many variables I need to pass? That depends on how many placeholders used here. So here I used first 0. This placeholder is this one, name. And second, this placeholder 1, that is designation. And placeholder 1, so that is experience. And placeholder 2, that is age. So how many number of placeholders equal to here number of variables, and your output will be same. So as compared to this method, so this method is easy, but only thing is we need to pass this dot format, and inside that you need to pass the variables, and the variables should be in same sequence. So if by mistake, if you mm, pass in different order, your output will varies. So here we need to take care of the placeholder numbers and in dot format passing the variables. So we need to pass in correct sequence. Otherwise, you will get wrong results. And at the same time, second example. So here what I'm doing. So it's starting with a double quote and ending with a double quote here. And this is my hard coded value. My name is, and this is my first placeholder. And here I'm not passing any values. So empty curl, empty placeholder. And this is my hard coded value. And here it is empty placeholder. And this is my hard coded value. And after that, I'm passing dot format. And inside dot format, I'm passing the variables. So these variables, here two variables I'm passing, and here I have two placeholders. So this first placeholder is this one, string Emily, and second placeholder, that is number 22. So maybe I'll change this name maybe to Shushma. If I try to run this one, so I will get my name is first placeholder is this one, Shushma, and I am years old, 22 years old. Suppose if by mistake, if you change this one, first you keep 22, then if you pass a name, then what will happen? See, you will end up with my name is 22 and I am Sushma, years of what? Years old. So that is the reason. So you need to be careful while defining the uh, sequence of variables. So either you can give like this numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, or you can pass this empty placeholders, and according to that you need to pass the variables. So this is method 2, that is using dot format. And if you compare to first method and second method, this is much easy compared to this one. Why? Because so we need to no need to pass everywhere double quotes, comma, everything. So it is clean. So starting and ending with the double quote, and after that passing format with variables. So next method is concatenation method. In concatenation method, so concatenation method and our first method, the only difference is, so wherever we used comma, instead of comma, we are using plus. So that means, so this is our hard-coded string, and this is variable, and this variable is string type. So name and designations are string type, and experience and age are integer type. So since in concatenation method, so both, that means whatever you are passing, number of variables, all variables should be same data type. So either it should be string or integer. So whatever data type you are passing, so it should be all over same data type. So here, this is first hard-coded string. So this is string data type, and name also string type. And again, I'm using plus for concatenation, and this is my hard-coded text, and my designation is up to here. And again, I'm using concatenation designation. So my designation already defined as Azure Data Engineer. And again, concatenation, this is my hard-coded value, that is with, and again concatenation with experience. So experience what? Integer value. And again concatenation. So this is my hard-coded value, years of experience and age of, and concatenation with age. So what is age? Integer value. So here name and designation are strict. So up to here, concatenation is not a problem. But here, experience and age, since both are integer values, so here we are getting error. So what we are getting can only concatenate string to string. So not string to integer. So next what I'm doing to avoid this, so wherever I have integer values, I'm passing with string. So string function str of experience and str of age. So now all the variables, so name, designation, experience, and age, all four variables are now of string type and this hard-coded value and this all these variables now all are same data type, that is string. So now we are getting output like this. So output is same. So in first method, what we have problem? So writing the code like double quotes, comma, then variable, this one. So this is time consuming. And concatenation, what is the issue? Same method, only difference is instead of comma plus we need to pass. That is one thing. And on top of that, these data types issue. So we need to pass correctly. So otherwise it will throw error. So now we have issues with method one, that is modern F-string approach, and third one, concatenation approach. So as compared to these two methods, using F-string method is much better. But we have one more method which is much better than this dot format. So that is F-string. So that is F-string. And before that, we have one more method. So that is percent operator. So what is percent operator is? So here, if you come to second method, that is dot format. So dot format and this one more or less similar. Only difference is in dot format method, we use placeholders like curly braces with the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. But here we are passing percent operator method. So my name is, so here placeholder is name. So name is string type. So here I'm using percent yes, since it is string type. And here and my designation is And here what you are getting, variable name is designation. So since the designation is a string type, we are using percent %s. And with, so here placeholder is number years experience. So experience is integer. So I'm passing as percent %i. So years of experience and age of. So our age is, since it is integer, so I'm passing as percent %i. So starting with double quote, ending with double quote, and compared to dot format method, what is the difference is there we are using passing placeholders, but here we are using percent operator. And in dot format, what we used to do, we'll write dot format. Here we'll write dot format, and inside that we'll pass variables. So that means this placeholder variables. But here, instead of dot format, we are simply mentioning percent. We are mentioning simply percent, and these are same. So these variables. So according to this percent operator, we need to pass. So we are getting same result here. So now our first method, modern F-string approach method, and concatenation method. So these are all little complex. So little complex means it is time consuming. So we need to be taken care, and debugging is difficult. So compared to these two methods, so this percent dot format method and percent operator method is much better than those two methods. And finally, we have final latest method, that is F-string method. So F means formatted strings method. So this method is much better than previous four methods. So how it is much better means, in percent format method, what we'll do, we'll start and end with double quote, and inside that we'll write same thing. We'll write like hard coded value, placeholder. So in between we'll write placeholders, and we'll stop here only. So in percent format method, additionally we'll write dot format, and inside that we'll pass the variable names. So if I take a difference here, I will copy this one, dot format method syntax. So we'll compare both. So we'll come to know difference between these two methods. So here, okay. So if you see here, starting with double quote and ending with double quote. Okay. And here also in F string method also, starting with the double quote and ending with double quote. And difference is, whatever here we written dot format, it won't come in F string method. Instead of that, whatever we are defining variables here, these variables we are directly defining in placeholders. So in dot format method, in placeholders, first we are writing numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3. We are writing the numbers, then those variables we are passing inside format function. But in F-string method, so no need to pass like this. So directly you can pass variables inside the uh, placeholder. And one thing we need to add is, starting we need to add F. So this F can be small letter or capital letter. So now this F string method is much easier than other four methods. So this is dot format method, and this is F string method. So now this is Very easy. So in dot format method, what is the problem earlier? I told. So we had to follow same placeholder sequence. So inside format, the variables should be in same format. Suppose if you by mistake, if you change the order, then your output will get changed. But here it is not like that. So since we are defining here itself, so it will be easy. See, writing code, the length of the code, and it is very clean and neat and very easy to debug and very easy to find the errors. So this is this one. So we started with the F, then double quote. And similar way, so we can, I written here one more example, like starting with F, then double quote. So starting and ending with the double quote. And first I given placeholder, that is name. So my name is Suresh, and experiences. So this is the hard coded value. Then what is this experience? I define I defined as 3. In my variable experience, I defined as 3 years. So here I given multiplication. So 3 into 2. So I will get 6. And after that, I have hard coded value after 3 years. So that means Suresh experience is 6 after 3 years. Okay. So this is F string method. And one more example is, so here I'm defining one variable. So that is F underscore temp as 67. And here what I'm doing, first I'm writing hard coded method. So in hard coded method, print. So here I used to starting and ending single quote, and I written simple text. So here even my values, everything is hard coded only. See here, everything is hard coded. In next method, fstring method, this same thing, what I'm doing here is, first I'm starting with f, and then I'm starting with single quote. So this can be either single quote or double quote or triple quote. So in single quote, so up to here, the temperature is. So up to here, I am taking as hard coded value, and whatever I have this 67, I am writing in placeholder. So this is my placeholder. Inside placeholder, I am passing this variable. So F underscore 10. And these degrees of Fahrenheit. So this is hard coded value. So here I'm getting the temperature is 67 degrees Fahrenheit. And same thing, here it is in Fahrenheit. Suppose I want in Celsius. So for that, what I'm doing, so inside placeholder, I am changing the expression like F underscore temp minus 32. So that means 67 minus 32 divided by 1.8. So if I do this conversion, I will get in Celsius. So here I'm getting this one, 19.4443 as degrees Celsius. So this is one more method. And here what is the advantage is, so here 67 is there. So everywhere we are getting first 67 degrees Fahrenheit. So here this is manual method, right? So if I change here, it won't change here since it is manual method. So I have to go here and change. So what is the advantage of these two is, so here 67 is there. Suppose I'll change to 70. And if I try to rerun this, so this will get automatically change. See here. So whatever the value you pass, so it automatically changes here. Output will changes. And one more method is random. So how to generate random values? So for generating random values, first we need to import the function, the library called random. So import random. So later I'm defining two variables here. So one is name and one more is age. So for this, what I'm doing, first I'm passing f string f and starting and ending with the double quotes, and my name is, and I'm passing placeholder. So my placeholder is name. So this name, it will pass here. And am, this is my hard coded value. And this is my placeholder. So this age is the placeholder. So this value it will take here. Years old. So finally, what I will get? So my name is, so this name it will pull from here, Rakesh, and I am age 26 years old. Suppose if I change these two parameters, so my output will change according to that. So what I'll do, I will comment it out. And here, instead of Rakesh, I will mention Sun. And here, age I will change to 30. So according to that, my output also will get changed. So my name is Sunil and I am 30 years old. Okay, so and one more example. So print, so F and starting and ending with double quote, starting and ending with the double quote. So my name is, and I'm passing placeholder. So that is name. So this name I'm passing here and am. So up to here same. So whatever this age placeholder is there, that I'm creating through random library. So that is with random function. So here I given directly the age. So from variable it passed. Suppose I want to create this age random values. So for that what I did random. So this random will pick from this library random dot we have rand int function. So from this library, so we have a function called rand int. So for rand int, we need to pass two variables. So that is the range. So first start value is 1 and end value is 10. So that means the values, integer values, it will generate between 1 to 10. So so this I already ran. So here what it will generate is my name is, so this name it will take from here Sunil. Suppose if I run this one, so my name is Sunil and am. So this value that is age. So this age it randomly picks between 1 to 10. So generally age will be not between 1 to 10 for adults. So what I'll do, I'll pick a range between 20. Suppose graduates you think like I'll pick between 24 to some around 45. So my starting age is 24 and maximum age is 45. So if I try to run this one, my name is Sunil and I am 32 years old. So this 32, it pick randomly between 24 and 45. So this particular run, it pick 32 years. Suppose if the same thing, if I run in other cell, you can run it in same cell also. So for showing the difference, so I am running in different cell. So if I run here, so my number will be different. So sometimes there is chances of getting same number also, but maximum times it will give you different random numbers. So 40 is within this range. Suppose if I try one more time, if I run here, so I am getting 30 years old. So like this for each and every run. So for each and every run, this age will get changed between your integer range. Okay, so that is the advantage of pausing this random function here to generate the age. Okay, so next, whatever here this statement is there, print statement, what I'm doing, I'm keeping in for loop. So for I in range 5. So that means 4 times I want to iterate. So here I tried separate, right? Like, so here one cell I tried. This is second cell for third cell. So for showing these different values, what I have to do every time I have to run. So multiple times I have to run this and I have to show. So like by using random, we are getting random ages. So to avoid that, what I'm doing here is I used for loop here for I in range 5. So that means 0 to 4. So that means 0 to 4 means total 5 iterations it will happen. So in first iteration, it will print my name is. So this name it will take print, Sunil. So earlier I used Rakesh, right? That is the reason it coming here. If I run one more time now, I will get my name is Sunil and I am. So I will change to this one 24, 24 and 45. So if I try to run here, see here for each iteration, it took different ages. So first iteration, it generated 40, then 36, 29, 32, 30. Suppose if I change this range to 10, so it will iterate 10 times and it will give you 10 different ages. See here, 10 different ages you will get. So that is the advantage of using placeholders with this random function. So next, finally, we'll see how to use functions, how to create functions for creating these F strings. So here what I'm doing, I'm creating one function here, def, and my function name is this one, basic underscore formatting. And inside that, what I'm doing, I'm passing one variable that is name equal to Suhash. And here what I'm doing, I want to generate date. So for generating date, so I'm importing here date function from date time. So from date time, import date. So from this library, from this date time library, I'm importing date function here. And after that, I'm passing one variable last underscore sign on equal to date. So here I'm trying to create the date by using date function. So in date function, I need to pass three variables. So that is year, month, date. So 2026 is year, 8 is month, and 4 is date. Okay, so here I define two variables here. One is name and one more is last login. Now what I'm doing, print F string starting and ending with the double quote. And here I am directly passing a placeholder. So placeholder is name. So name is first what you'll get Suhash. So name is Suhash. Then we'll get hard coded value that is last signed on at. So Suhash last signed on at again placeholder. So this placeholder variable is last signed on. So what is last signed on? So here date is created that is 2026 8. So since we used date function by using these three variables, so we are getting date this one. And suppose here at the same time, here I used to date right. So instead of that, what I'll do, suppose if I want to get at what time this particular employee is signed out. For that, instead of date, what we can use, current time we can use from Python, current time. If you use current time, so we will get that particular time. So otherwise, current time input input current time. So I think from date time, current time, we'll check whether it is available or not. So cannot import current time from date time library. So we need to import from different library. Uh, so otherwise, what I'll do instead of that, instead of date, I will use date time. Otherwise, what I'll do uh, from import current time. So date time we already imported. Import current time. So from let me use this one, this function I forget. So whenever you stuck up, you can use this Jenny code. It will help you to create the function. Okay. So datetime dot. So current time, I think it is in PySpark code, not in Python. So here, so first I used to date right here. So here, instead of that, what I'm doing here is I imported datetime library here from datetime import datetime. So by using this function datetime, I'm using dot now. So this what will happen. So whenever you run that particular time will get. See that particular timestamp will get. So if you run after 5 minutes, so now 14 this is hour minute second, right? So this is 55 second. If I run one more time, so this will get changed. Now it is 16:12, right? If I run one more time, 16:70. So you will get exact time, but exact what time. So this particular employee got punched out. So this is I given hard coded method, and this is the correct method. So exact signed out time you will get. So that's all about this video on how to use EF string and when to use and what are the earlier methods. So if you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.